Welcome to your stimulus package and second stimulus check update. Hope you are doing well today. In this update, we'll quickly go through the key issues you deserve to know about the second stimulus check and the next stimulus package. So, a lot is happening and a lot has already happened this week. We've seen so much with the stimulus negotiations and the stimulus talks between Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. But right now, there are key issues that are basically steering things in a different direction. Yes, we've seen some progress, which we'll talk about in this video, but we'll also talk about some of the setbacks and the real issues that people are facing right now. So, according to this report from CNBC, for the month of October, millions of Americans may not be able to pay their rent. And the number comes in to as many as 35 million people. This is a lot of people. So right now, 35 million people in the US could face eviction. Remember, there is no provision currently for housing assistance that we've seen in the GOP stimulus bill. The HEROES Act included some funding for housing assistance and for food assistance. So hopefully, if this bill passes, these people could see some relief. But the problem right now is that with no deal in sight, this further highlights the pain of millions of American households. So this does show the importance of a package to pass as quickly as possible and no delay in the second stimulus check. Let me know your thoughts about this number in the comment section below. Right now we've seen them going back and forth, making some progress with some counter offers from the White House. But again, the delay is actually causing more pain to the people. The people who are at risk of losing their home do not find this funny. This is financial stress to the people, and this is also stressful to the U.S. economy. Again, I want to hear your thoughts about this. Millions of people not being able to pay their rent in October, and let us know in the comment section below if you are having issues paying your rent. And also check with your states and counties. There might be some assistance, some housing assistance programs that you could take advantage of. So let us know in the comment section below if your state or county or city is offering any assistance for housing or rent payments. That way other people can benefit from that. Thank you. So moving on here, we do see that the jobs report number did seem weaker than expected. So the number, the prediction everyone was expecting seemed to be higher than what we actually got for the month of September. And this basically rekindles the concern about the health of the economic recovery, according to the report that was released by the Labor Department. So on Friday, the non-farm payrolls increased by 661,000 in September, but this was held back by declines in government employment and an exodus of workers from the labor force. Again, the number of people we're seeing leaving the labor force is not something that we are basically hoping for. We're hoping for lower numbers, but this job report doesn't seem to be very encouraging or moving at the pace that economists have expected it to be at or to move at. So even though the unemployment rate fell more than 7.9%, this was mainly due to a sharp decline in labor force participation, according to this report. But we still see that the Wall Street's expectation of 800,000 stood very far apart from what was projected or from what was expected. Again, let me know your thoughts about the jobs report numbers. Do you think the economy right now needs a boost? They've been saying that the economy does need a boost. We've seen the airlines come out saying that they're going to lay off tens of thousands of people, and the the other side of Congress is trying to provide some support, while the other side is trying to block the effort to the airlines to get some more stimulus to prevent massive amount of layoff of airline workers. I want to hear from you. What do you think about the numbers we're seeing right now? This further highlights the need for another stimulus package as far as I'm concerned. And another shocking report here did say that 860,000 women dropped out of the labor force in September, according to the new report. So that's a lot of women dropping out of the labor force. This does go to highlight the disproportionate number, or the way women are being disproportionately impacted by the crisis that we're seeing right now. So between August and September, nearly 1.1 million workers ages 20 and over dropped out of the labor market. And of those workers, 865,000 of them were women. So this is way above 50%. So you're seeing basically 216,000 men drop out, and you're seeing 865,000 women. So the women who dropped out are 4 times more than the men who dropped out of the labor market. This just goes to show that there's a devastating impact that women are facing during this period. Again, I want to hear your thoughts about this very report in the comment section below. And if you've been impacted by this as a woman, or you have a personal experience with this where you work, where women are being laid off more than men, let us know in the comment section below. So the interesting thing too that we want to talk about in this update is where the jobs really are right now. So if you are out there looking for work, let's quickly cover where the job really is. So for people who are looking to see, okay, what sectors are hiring, what industries are coming back, here is the chart. According to this report from CNBC, we can see that the leisure and hospitality industry is bouncing back. Even though it hasn't bounced back to the pre-pandemic levels, we can see that they did add 318,000 jobs. And remember, this sector was a sector that was completely shut down during the pandemic. So they struggled a whole lot during the pandemic, and now they've come back the highest. The next sector we're seeing is the retail trade. Again, another sector that was heavily impacted due to the shutdowns, and they've come back 142,000 jobs. That's what they added in September. Then the healthcare and social assistance industry has also added over 100,000 jobs. Other sectors that have added good amount of jobs are the professional and business services. In September, they added 89,000. Then the transportation and warehousing has added 73,000. The manufacturing industry, which did see some shutdowns, they've also added 66,000 jobs in September. Then the financial activities has added 37,000 jobs. Construction has added 26,000 jobs. So as we go down the list, you can see the numbers decrease, but still, just wanted to quickly highlight the government sector. So the government has actually lost 216,000 jobs in the month of September. So they've been heavily impacted by this crisis during this month of September. Again, let me know your thoughts just in case you're looking to see where the jobs are going or where the jobs really are right now. Here you have it. I'm going to leave the link to this in the description section below, so you can go through and take a look at this in more details as you would like to. So what is House Speaker Nancy Pelosi saying about the September jobs report? So here's what House Speaker Nancy Pelosi did say about the September jobs report. She says, and I quote, "The weak September jobs report is stark evidence that bold action is urgently needed to address the health and economic catastrophe in our country. Long-term unemployment is surging. Last month alone, 280,000 teachers and education workers lost their jobs, and a total of 800,000 fewer education jobs compared to this time last year. Livelihoods, and the life of our democracy are in the balance." Then basically this kind of gives life to what we're saying here, that the jobs report does call for a quick action from Congress to reach a stimulus agreement, because you can't have the numbers looking like this going forward. We need to put an end to this, and people do need that boost. People do need to see some of these sectors bouncing back, and do need some financial support during this period, because everything that's happened so far has not been by people's fault. Yes, you could blame people for staying at home and not doing stuff that they need to do to go find jobs and whatnot. But some people are still uncertain about their safety. Some people are still worried about, what's going on out there, contracting the virus. And some people have dependents who are at high risk of contracting the virus. So let's just think about it from different perspectives and understand that people do need some help during this period. And the quicker the help gets to them, the better the financial improvement will be seen in the economy and the overall country will be. So right now, let me know your thoughts about what House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has said. The other thing we want to segue into here will be right now there's some talks about the stimulus deal changing dynamics with the president's test. So the president tested positive, as we all know, and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said that the president's positive test could change the dynamics and produce an agreement on additional pandemic relief. So this is good news, right? So meaning that, not saying that the president being sick is a good news. I mean, we all want him to quickly recover and swiftly recover, but it does seem like him testing positive is a wake-up call to lawmakers to actually get up and get something done. Like the people have been asking them to get things done for a long time now, but again, no one has seemed to see the urgency on getting some help. But the president testing positive does seem to shake things up for them, and Congress has started looking at ways, because this is affecting the stock market. Then coupled with the September jobs report number, which does not look so exciting right now, this has also put some more pressure on lawmakers to quickly move and get things done. So House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said, and I quote, "This kind of changes the dynamic because here they see the reality of what we have been saying all along. This is a vicious virus." So this is what she said to CNBC. And then again, Mitch McConnell, who has been blocking some of the progress we've seen in the stimulus negotiations because he's so worried about the price tag being so much or being so expensive, and calling some of those too costly for the American economy. So right now, this is what Mitch McConnell is saying in the light of the president testing positive and the jobs report and everything was seen towards the last few days. In the past few days. So he says, "I'm trying to figure out here whether I should predict another bill quickly or not. But the talks have sped up in the last couple days." So Mitch McConnell also went further to say, "I think we are closer to getting an outcome." So there you have it, guys. Mitch McConnell, seeing how things are going recently, is saying he thinks we have an outcome, or that we're getting closer to an outcome. Now, an outcome here, I'm hoping, is a stimulus bill being passed before November.
Again, let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below. While we wait for Congress to finalize the next stimulus package, you may have to pick up a side hustle or a side gig to get some cash or make some extra money from home. Be sure to check out the video on the left to discover the one-of-a-kind website that pays you hundreds to thousands of dollars to just read out loud. This is a free, simple, and exclusive side hustle, and in this video, you'll discover the step-by-step process to get started today. And if you want the best-kept secret to increase your credit score fast, check out the video on the right. Don't forget to help others find this video quicker by liking this video and sharing it. And also, be sure to subscribe now as we track the latest progress on the next stimulus package. See you in the next update. Be safe and thank you for watching.